Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. See, I'm joined by Z. What's up, baby? I keep opening the door so she can go, and she just sits there and looks at me, so. Do you want to be here or do you want to leave? She's looking at something on the wall. Couldn't tell you. But anyway, so as I mentioned in my previous video, if you haven't seen my video on setting up your regimen, then I will link it in the cards above. There's lots of useful information in that video, so make sure you check it out. I've been getting a lot of requests to talk about fragrances, and I did ask you guys in my recent Self-Care Sunday whether you guys would watch or not, and many of you said you would. So before we get into this, I don't usually ask this, but please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification for videos that are off the beaten path from the channel and what I usually upload. It makes it more difficult for you guys to see my content because YouTube does not lean towards variety. The algorithm doesn't lean that way. So if you want to see these videos, please watch them, please comment, please like them, please engage with them, because the more those of you who request these videos watch them, the more I will be able to share these with you guys without harming your ability to see my general content. All right, so I've been really getting into fragrances. I've always kind of been low-key obsessed with fragrances, and I've just now really had the time to like try new things. I've been watching a lot of fragrance videos in my free time because I find them to be very relaxing. I don't know why, but I've just been trying a lot of different things, and so I have a haul / collection because everything here is like all that I have currently, but I do have some other things coming. So if you really want to know what those things are, make sure you're watching these videos and commenting down below. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's start with the things that I've had, because kind of gives you a general idea of where I'm starting and then like where I'm going, right? My current everyday fragrance is Bulgari Omnia Crystalline. This is the EDT. I think this only comes in EDT. If you don't watch a lot of fragrance videos, it means eau de toilette. I love this scent because it's a perfect everyday scent. It is amazing if you need something that you can wear to work, something that's going to be light. It's fresh, a little bit powdery, but not a lot. And it has slight notes of citrus. It's a beautiful scent. I love how this lays on my skin. It makes me just smell like clean out of the shower. But it's also very feminine. I wouldn't consider this to be a unisex fragrance in the slightest. So the scent description on this, it says it has warm florals, and the key notes in this are bamboo and lotus blossom. This definitely has a warmth to it, so it's perfect for all year round. I wear this in the winter, spring, summer to work because it's perfect, because like, you know, some scents you don't want to wear while you're walking around sweaty and stuff. This is perfect if you like a little bit of warmth. And it says this luminous woody floral fragrance captures the sweet transparency of the lotus flower, the crisp fruity freshness of nashi pear, and the creaminess of balsam wood. And you do get a creaminess from this scent. Omnia Crystalline illuminates and reveals a woman's unique radiance wherever she wears it. So this is like a fresh, fruity, slightly creamy floral. So if you need a really good everyday scent, you can see I have been using the crap out of this. I highly suggest it. I actually came across this in a Sephora order. They sent this to me as a sample, and I fell in love with it and immediately went back on the website after I just got the package and ordered it. I love it so much. I got mine on Sephora, but I think you can also find this pretty easily on like Fragrance Net or Fragrance X, anywhere like that. And the next fragrance is another everyday fragrance for me. And this is Dolce Gabbana L'Impératrice. I'm not French, so don't judge my pronunciations. That's what she looks like. I love this bottle. It's super just elegant, clean. I have had this scent for a while. I've had it for a couple of years now. And it is, this is a fruity, musky dream. This has notes of watermelon and kiwi. And the description says it's a succulent exotic fruits and bright pink florals give way to a musky, appetite-arousing base, and that's so true. To me, this smells like melon, kiwi, and like the skin of a peach. I think comes from a little bit of the muskiness that's in there. It's sparkly, like it almost has an effervescence to it. It's not clean, it's definitely sweet, fruity, effervescent, fresh. Like if you want to smell like someone could just drink you up, this is the perfect scent. This is also an EDT, but I find that this lasts really well on my skin. I'll put it on before I go to work and it's still there when I get home. I love this fragrance so much. It's perfect if you're someone who loves like that fresh, fruity with a slight bit of musk in there. I don't really pick up a lot of floral notes in this. On me, it leans sweeter and fruitier, so I just love this. Everything about this scent, and you don't need a lot of it either, but you can see I have definitely been working on this perfume, so Dolce & Gabbana L'Imperatrice, highly suggested. This one and the Bulgari are perfect for work if you work in settings where you can't be super duper fragrant. Like you can't be walking through the door and everybody smell you. These are really great because they do sit close to the skin. So if someone comes close to you, they'll be like, oh, you smell good. I get so many compliments on both of these, but they're more so like closer encounter fragrances, like talking face to face or something like that. So if you have to be careful about what you wear to work, I highly suggest these. The next one I consider to basically be like a basic bitch fragrance, which is okay. I feel like we all need that basic bitch fragrance that you can wear anywhere and someone is going to compliment you because you know it's good and people love it. And I'm talking about Black Opium. I have the intense version. And it's actually, you can't really see it here, but this has blue glass. It has a dark blue glass. I hope you'd be able to see it better being in the light. You can kind of tell that it has that blue effervescence. The bottle is beautiful. I got this because it was on sale. And it is on sale on most places. I know in Ulta it was on sale, and it is currently on sale at Sephora. They only have the 1 ounce though. Mine's the 1.7, which was the largest size that I could find. This is a warm gourmand, and the key notes in it are coffee, orange blossom, and absinthe. Now this is the intense version. And it says, the opening notes of adrenaline-rich coffee give way to a vibrant heart of delicate orange blossom, energized by a thrilling aura of blue absinthe. And even though this does smell like the original, I would say more powdery than the original in the initial spray. So you definitely get a hint of that absinthe. As it dries down, you get more of the sweeter notes. So I like this because it has obviously that vibe of the original Black Opium, but it is a deeper, I would say spicier version of Black Opium. And so even though this is like a basic bitch scent for me, I hope nobody takes offense to that. I feel like we all know there's those certain fragrances that everybody wears. Everybody knows it. Even if you don't know the name of it, you know the smell, right? This one is spicier in the beginning. And so it's kind of like, it's Black Opium, but what else is it? You know what I mean? I'm the type of person, I don't like to wear the stuff that everyone else around me is wearing. So this gives me that satisfaction while also giving me that same love that you get from Black Opium. When it dries down super sweet and gourmand. I don't get a lot of the coffee on my skin, but it does come off very sweet. It's definitely like a warm, spicy. The spice is amped up in this one in the intense. So if you're someone who likes that extra spicy kick to your scents, I highly suggest this. It smells so good. You're gonna get compliments on it. Whenever we can be around people without face masks and not have to worry about Rona, you're gonna get compliments on it because people love it. And it's one that I definitely get a lot of compliments from men. So let's get into the new things. And I have quite a few. Really excited about it. So I've been wanting this perfume for a while, and it has been increasingly more difficult to get. I've been wanting it for a hot minute, all because of Demi Rowling here on YouTube. She talked about this scent a lot last year, and I have been taking it in and out of my cart, in and out of my cart. And I was like, you know what? Why don't I just go ahead and get it? And that is Mugler Angel Muse. Y'all, this stuff right here, let me pull up the notes. So the notes on Angel Muse are grapefruit, pink peppercorn, hazelnut cream, vetiver, and patchouli. Now, if you do not like patchouli fragrances, you're not going to like Angel Muse. You're not going to like anything from Angel. Now, I was worried about getting this because I hate the original Angel. The original Angel to me smells so horrible, but this will have you smelling like so edible. When you first spray it, I do get that grapefruit note in it. And you get kind of that grapefruit and you still get that background of the patchouli. But as it dries, it becomes a little bit more powdery and it sweetens and you get that hazelnut, but it also has like a cacao vibe to it. And it makes this fragrance smell so good. Whenever I wear this, I don't wear this outside. I've been wearing it in the house. Like, I've been going outside to do things. Or like when I go to the store, I don't wear this because I feel like the patchouli smells a little dirty in this like summer heat that we have going on, even though it's not quite summer yet. It feels like summer. This smells so good. Like, there's a creaminess to it that literally makes your mouth water. It almost kind of smells like Nutella, but not quite. The scent of this is just so good. The mix of the grapefruit into that hazelnut, and it's just so creamy and sweet and delectable. This is so good. This is one of the best perfumes that I own. The sillage is great too. People can smell this on me for like a few feet away. But as it dries, it does sit closer to the skin. This lasts on me for about 7 hours. And it just smells so good all day. But when it like finally leaves, you just have that, you have like a sweet patchouli note left on you that I don't mind at all. This smells so good. It's such a unique, complex fragrance for it to be designer. It smells niche and it's not. I would say if you like patchouli, if you love gourmand fragrances, this is perfect. It just smells so good. I would say sillage is about like I would give it like an 8 out of 10. Lasts on the skin for a very long time. And even though this is a stronger scent, I feel like it is easily wearable if you do like patchouli. But this is amazing, creamy, cacao, sweet, edible. Like, if you just want to smell like someone could just pick you up and eat you, you need Angel Muse. Definitely more of a winter scent though. I like wearing it around the house because I like to be cozy in the house, and this is total like cozy vibes for me. But in the summer, it's definitely like too hot for the scent. But listen, in the winter, sis gonna be wearing this out. Definitely gonna be my winter signature. So an awesome buy. So happy I went ahead and took the plunge and got it. This is actually a new release. And so I haven't really gotten anything from this fragrance house before. And I hadn't been super interested. Like, I like their scents, but I hadn't like fallen in love. And they just released this scent. This is Juliet Has a Gun Lipstick Fever. And when I read the notes, first of all, the bottle is beautiful. This like red ombre situation. Love it. But when I read the notes on this, I had to get it. The top notes of this are raspberry and violet absolute. I love violet and iris in my perfumes. The heart note is patchouli essence and iris absolute. And the base notes are vanilla absolute and cedar. Now, if you have tried the Not a Perfume from Juliet Has a Gun, I feel like this does have similar DNA. Also, the spray on this is like decadent. You can smell some of that Not a Perfume DNA, but this has a very punchy raspberry note. And what I love is that the raspberry note in this stays on the skin. A lot of times, things that have that raspberry layer to it don't last. This is a punchy raspberry that has powdery undertones. I have been pretty much wearing this almost every day. I got this a couple of weeks ago, and I've been wearing it every day since I got it. And I love it. My mom loves it too. She loves it on me. It's just so sweet. It's like a jammy raspberry fragrance with a little bit of that iris and violet to bump up the sweetness. You don't really smell the patchouli in this, like I said. I feel like the underlying notes of the patchouli and cedar kind of give it more of that Not a Perfume DNA vibe if you've tried Not a Perfume before. And I like how the vanilla in it kind of smooths out the scent. So the raspberry note in this is not sickening. It's punchy and it's prominent and people will smell you, but it's not a sickening raspberry scent. I would say this is definitely like more on the fruity gourmand side. It definitely gives that like lipstick vibe, but it's not that it's not that like kind of scent that makes you catch your breath because it's so powdery, you know? This is a perfect blend. It smells so good. This lasts so well. The projection is really nice. And I like that throughout the day, when I think I've gone nose blind to it, I have a moment where I move and I'm like, wait, she's still there, you know? Like, this smells so good. I can smell this under my mask. It has great sillage and it definitely lasts very well on the skin. So I absolutely love this. This is this is like freshly released. I ordered it directly from their website and the people there are so sweet. So I got a sample first and I fell in love and went ahead and ordered the full size. People that work there are so sweet and I got my stuff so fast, like crazy fast. So definitely another one that I am like in love with. This is definitely going to be my summer scent. This is definitely going to be like my #1 summer scent. It already has become my #1. So I absolutely love this. And I feel like this has the likability of a black opium. If you want something that most people are going to like on you, but you don't want to smell like everyone else, get this. I just ended up getting a purse spray of this because I didn't want to invest until I knew what it smelled like. And this is by Kilian and it's the Princess fragrance. The full name is I Don't Need a Prince by My Side to Be a Princess. So that's what she looks like. Y'all, I've been wearing the hell out of this too. You can see I've already used quite a bit of it because I love this scent. They're not supposed to be as complex as his other fragrances. And so the notes in here include marshmallow, green tea, and ginger. Probably sounds like it wouldn't smell that great, but y'all, this is such a beautiful blend. I love it so much. This is so good. You get the marshmallow all throughout. It's there when you first spray it, and it's there hours later once you've been out doing whatever. The marshmallow lingers on your skin. You get this really nice spiciness from the ginger that you don't really expect, and it doesn't overtake the fragrance, which is what I love. And then eventually that green tea starts to come through, and it just gives it a complexity that is really hard to describe. In a lot of ways, it smells linear, but it also still has some complexity to it. So if you're like newer to like niche fragrances, you don't really know where to start, or you're not really sure about trying things that are more complex, this I feel like is a good one to start with, especially if you like sweet scents. It smells so good. It's so yummy and approachable. It makes you smell sweet, but not like a teenager sweet, you know? I love this so much. I've also been wearing this a lot around the house because something about the combination of that green tea and ginger, like if you like matcha drinks and stuff like that, it's kind of reminiscent of that, but it's very cozy while also being a little sensual. So I do plan on getting the full size of this, but I wanted to give it a test run and see how long it lasts. This is more of a skin scent. It does sit closer to the body, but this is another one that my mom says she really likes on me too. So people will smell you. It's one of those scents that's like you smell good, but you can't necessarily place it. I think the only way someone would know if you were wearing it is if they owned it themselves. This also lasts well on the skin too. I would say about 5 to 6 hours. Sillage, again, is like, it's more of like that skin scent kind of fragrance, but it's so good. And I definitely think this is great to have like, this would be a good daytime date scent because like, girl, when they lean into you, all I'm saying, when they go for that lean, when they lean in, I'm just saying. Let's move on to another designer fragrance because these last three, even though one can definitely be classified as designer, but I feel like it definitely falls more into the niche category. It's not a scent that I hear a lot of people talking about. So for my last designer fragrance, this is Jimmy Choo Fever. So she looks like beautiful bottle, and the Jimmy Choo logo is up here on the top. So I believe this is a flanker of Jimmy Choo by Jimmy Choo. And let me pull up the notes. So this definitely is not an everyday scent. And this is not for someone that likes to be shy or understated. The top note is black plum nectar. The middle note is heliotrope, and the base is tonka bean. So this is very heavy on the black plum. Yeah, this is very heavy on the black plum. It's the first note that you get, and I find that the black plum is very prominent throughout. This is a very deep, strong plum fragrance. You get a little bit of the roasted tonka, which gives the fragrance some more depth and makes this very warm. This is a great going out scent. If I had somewhere to go out to, I would wear this out because it's very deep, it's dark. It's definitely the kind of fragrance that you would go like to a lounge or a club in because you're gonna get noticed. It's deep, it projects, It has a slight sweetness, so it definitely has a likability to it. But this is not for everyone. This is for someone who is like super, like you're confident, you're strong, you got that bold lip, hair tied back, you know, big hoops, high heels. It's that kind of fragrance. It's definitely a fragrance for a woman who is confident, very sure of herself. But I really like it. But it's not one that I would like wear around the house, you know what I mean? Like the plum in this is very deep, but I'm a big fan of it though. I need Rona to chill out so I can put this on and go out and just like be a straight man killer with this, because this is like straight man killer vibes right here. It's so good. I love it. It just makes me think of wearing all black with a dark lip with my hair tied back. It's really good. It's not edible. It's daring, it's strong, it's deep. And it is definitely heavy on that black plum and tonka. Great sillage. I would say like definitely like a 9. It's strong. And this lasts on the skin for a while too. I would say like a good 8-hour wear. So if you want something that's like gonna get you noticed, it's different. This doesn't smell like black opium. It doesn't smell like La Vie Belle. It doesn't smell like Libre or Idole. It doesn't smell like those. This is daring, it's confident, it's strong. Now we're down to my 3 like absolutely positively blown away fragrances. All these are fragrances that I'm really into right now. And actually one of the ones that I'm about to show you, I thought I hated and I was about to take it back, but I gave it a fair chance and now I'm kind of in love with it. So let's start with the first one. So I've been very intrigued by cherry scents, and a few people had told me about this perfume and I was really interested in trying it because it had a lot of my favorite notes. And it is Viktor&Rolf Dancing Roses. This is from their Magic collection. So this is like their niche collection. There's a few different fragrances in this collection. The bottle is beautiful. Like the packaging is gorgeous, and I have the largest size. This is, I think, 2.5. Yeah, 2.5 ounces. And this lies in the fruity floral category. And the keynotes in this are rose essence and cherry liqueur. And let's see, it says, this ravishing queen of perfumery, the rose blends with bergamot, pink peppercorn, and lychee, deviating with its classical path to become addictive thanks to the plump and juicy cherries dipped in an infusion of white cognac. Saffron, tonka bean, musks, and ambery notes complete the potion to plunge into a captivating dream. Y'all, this, I know y'all are probably like, Bree, is there anything you don't like? But I'm very like picky when it comes to purchasing fragrances. A lot of the fragrances I get, I've already tried. And when I blind buy, I do a very good job at blind buying. You immediately get the note of the cherry, which is a very juicy, sour cherry note. It's cherry, it's vanilla, it's rose, it's boozy. This is so good, y'all. This, oh my God, y'all. This is one that I have not been wearing every day simply for the fact that it is a strong fragrance. The production is amazing. It lasts forever. When it kind of starts to mellow out on the skin, you get more of that rose, which is a really nice, kind of like a spicy, slightly powdery rose. You get a little bit of that saffron in there too, which makes it kind of creamy, but it's definitely like a boozy, cherry, vanillic rose. It's not gourmand. Like, I wouldn't put it in the gourmand category. I feel like this is the daring version of this. Like, she's everyday. She's, you know, could be everyday if I'm that bitch. You know what I mean? It's so good. I've worn this out. It does very well in the heat, but I think for some people it could be a little bit too much in the heat. But I'm just blown away with the scent. It also has a little bit of amber in there as well, which kind of helps to warm the fragrance up a little bit. So the amber and the vanilla really make this nice and warm, but it's also a juicy, boozy, vanillic rose. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's sexy and strong, but also kind of edible. I absolutely am crazy about this. This was a blind buy. I had no clue what it smelled like, and I just went ahead and bought it blind, and I am not disappointed at all. This is so good. I feel like if you like Giorgio Armani C, give this a try. Like, give it a shot. I'm wearing this today because I'm feeling very fancy and expensive today. This is the most expensive perfume I own. I've been saving up for it for a while, ever since I heard about the house. I first heard about the house from Mel Thompson, and I think Demi Rowling had mentioned one of their fragrances too, not the one that I have, but she did mention the house. And this is from the house of Sillage, and it is called Cheveaux. Let me pull up the notes. So while that's pulling up, this is what the box looks like. This is such an elegant, beautiful, gorgeous fragrance. House of Sillage is a very expensive brand, and that is why this looks so luxurious. When you get your fragrances, they come in this box and it opens to this. So if a lot of people know them as the cupcake fragrances, they come with beautiful bottles. And they do have like a certificate of authenticity and a little wipe to clean off everything. So this is basically like a piece of jewelry. It's adorned with 150 Swarovski crystals. And it also has the name on it on the top. So you can see that there, Cheveaux. And then on the inside of the top, you have your House of Sillage and Cheveaux. And mine is the signature. I cannot afford the limited versions, which are the same scents, but they have crazy. They're adorned with crazy things on them, and they are $1,000 plus. I can't afford that, and I got this on sale. So the notes are, the top notes are wild strawberries and magnolia. The heart notes are black rose and Turkish rose, and the base notes are vanilla and sandalwood. This is one of the most beautiful, I have it on now, unique rose fragrances I've ever owned. The quality of the fragrance is there without question. This is a beautiful, sweet, fruity, creamy rose scent. The vanilla and the sandalwood bring a creaminess to the fragrance that almost makes this gourmand. And the Turkish and black rose are very prominent throughout the entire thing. And the notes of the wild strawberry sweeten this up too, but you can smell it more as the fragrance dries down. This smells expensive. It smells super feminine. This isn't edgy or daring. This is timeless, classic, feminine, sweet. but rosy. It's so good and so delightful. And literally, I don't regret this purchase at all. It is a stunning fragrance. Again, this is called House of Sillage. The sillage on this is amazing. For me, like 10 hours, even more. This has beautiful sillage and projection. People can smell this on me from feet and feet away. This is one of those fragrances where if you overspray this, like it's gonna kill you. If you are new to niche complex fragrances, I don't know if I would suggest this, but I do feel like this is one that is easy to understand. It smells so good. It wasn't what I thought it was going to smell like when I got it, but it's so good. It's everything. Like I want to wear this all the time, but I feel like it's too expensive to wear all the time. This is definitely like, you know, special events, stuff like that perfume. You love to feel super girly, slightly gaudy like this. I mean, it's everything. So I definitely want Whispers of Enlightenment as well as Benevolence, because that's more of a sweet gourmand. And then when it comes to brands like this, most do discovery sets. I do have the discovery set now, and I really like Benevolence. So that's the next one that I want to get. But definitely, if you're not sure, or if you're new to niche fragrances, when you go on their websites, make sure you get a sample, because you don't want to spend a bunch of money and end up hating it. Last but not least, y'all, I was about to take this back to the store. When I first smelled it, I hated it. And I decided to give it a try because I heard so many good things about this from Demi, Rowling, and Paulina Char here on YouTube. And the description that they gave, I was just like, what? Where? How? This is definitely a fragrance that needs to be on skin. L'âme de Merveilles. And it is a oriental vanilla fragrance for women and men. This is considered to be unisex. I think this is a little too sensual, but I mean, fragrance has no gender. Wear what you like. Fragrance features amber, labdanum, vanilla, and patchouli. And this is, I will just say this is not a fragrance for someone who is closed-minded when it comes to fragrance. The first time I smelled this, I was like, this smells like my great grandma. And I just did not understand. I was like, it just smells old. And the beauty of this scent really happens when it's on the skin. This is a beautiful salty vanilla with amber. On the paper, you get more of the patchouli and the labdanum. On the skin, at first, it seems a little white florally, but then you start to get the notes of the vanilla. And then it almost has like an animalic note to it, which just smelling it out of the bottle might turn you off. On the skin, that note turns into a beautiful, very classy, salted vanilla with spices. It's so good. When this dries down on my skin, it smells like salted caramel, amber, with like a little bit of cinnamon and nutmeg. That's what it smells like on me. This is a very skin-like scent. It smells like, you just smell so good. This is definitely more of a close encounters perfume. It sits close to the skin. It's very skin-like, but when people smell me, oh, it smells great. This develops so differently, and now that I'm used to the fragrance, when I smell it on paper, I can get those notes now. This is slightly sweet, classic, elegant. This is like designer handbags and brunch on Sundays. It's so good. I thought I was going to return this because this was another blind buy. I highly suggest don't be like me, don't blind buy this. Get a sample if you can. So I'm a big fan of this. I really want to try all of the flankers of this now. Like I really want to try the elixir. I want to try eau de merveille, as well as I think it's eau de merveille blue. Yeah, I want to try all of them because this is so good. This is my perfume haul slash collection right now. I'm just really just having fun playing in fragrance. It's really fun to just like talk to people and like see what they smell and see what they love. So let me know, what have you guys been wearing? I feel like this is the perfect time to be testing out new fragrances, just because a lot of us are still at home, and I mean, if it doesn't smell good, ain't nobody else gonna smell you, right? So yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this gives you guys some ideas of new things to try out. Let me know. I have a couple of things coming from Fragrance Net, so if you guys want another fragrance haul, let me know, and if you enjoy this, I will keep on doing these videos. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.